friends and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing a tutorial about temperature data collector using Arduino, a thermistor in Python 3 with the computer in order to visualize and keep the data in the computer.
This is a very simple project where I will use an NTC thermistor as a temperature capture, an Arduino to get the value of the resistance of the NTC and convert it to a valid data of temperature. Then send it to the computer where we can keep and visualize it. Now let's talk about some details. And let's start with the NTC thermistor, and it is a variable resistor that changes its value according to the temperature. NTC stands for negative temperature coefficient, which means that the resistance drops with the rise of the temperature. And from this given function, while R0 is the value of the resistance when the temperature equals to T0, and B is a constant of the thermistor that you can find in the datasheet, we will find the expression of the temperature by the resistance. The temperature here is in Kelvin, and I will use this function in the Arduino code in order to know the temperature from the thermistor. Now, let's see how to measure the resistance of the thermistor using Arduino. And we will use this circuit hooked to 5V supply from the Arduino, while R is the resistor of 110 ohm and the thermistor is RT. And we will measure the voltage in the thermistor using analog input pin A0, and from the formula of the voltage divider we will find the expression of the resistance RT. As you can see here, this is the sketch that I'm going to be using with the Arduino. I include liquid crystal library in order to display the temperature to the LCD, and you should install this library before. For here, I just configured the LCD. Here I defined A0 as analog input in order to read the voltage of the thermistor. Here B just an intermediate variable. VT and RT are the voltage and the resistance of the thermistor, and I'm going to be using them in the formulas. R is the resistance that I used with the thermistor. It is 110 ohm. B is just the constant of the thermistor, and you will find it in the datasheet. R0 and T0 are known temperature and resistance of the thermistor. Also, you will find them in the datasheet. And T is the temperature, so it will be the final result. For the setup, I used pin 6 in order to configure the contrast of the LCD. And here I set the baud of the serial into 115,200. In the loop, first of all, I get the value of the pin A0, then calculate the voltage from it. After that, I calculate the resistance of the thermistor. Then I use the formula that you've seen in the previous part to calculate the temperature. In here I'm sending the temperature using serial. I put this minus 273.15 in order to convert from Kelvin to Celsius. Here, just for displaying the temperature in the LCD, here if the temperature is higher than 60, so the LED will start blinking. Otherwise, it will just make a delay of 1 second. In both cases, there will be a delay of 1 second between each time the Arduino sends the temperature to the computer. I already upload this code to my Arduino. As you can see here, I have an Arduino Mega, and it is connected to port COM8. In here, in the monitor, it is sending the data. Now, let's take a look to the Python script that we're going to use in this project. I will start with serial collector. As you can see here, I use serial library that you should install before. I will use time to save the date with the data. In here, I'm configuring the serial to port COM8 to the baud rate of 115,200, the same as the Arduino. In here, This is the function that will add the data to the text file. This is the current time in the form of Unix time. In here, this is just string where there is the temperature, the data, and the current time. Here is for opening the text file. I named it example.txt. Then write to the text file, then close it. And this is an infinite loop. This first part is just for waiting for the data. Here is for reading the data from the serial and decode it to UTF-8 so the Python 3 can read it. Then call the add data function so we can add A as the data to the txt file. As you can see here, this is the example file and this is the data. This is the temperature and this is the Unix time. Now we will open the other Python script. You have to install matplotlib library before using it, and you shouldn't change anything on it. It just if you want to change the style, or if you rename the txt file, you should change it here from example to whatever you change the name to, and the other things will work just fine. I will make run. And as you can see, this is the data I'm receiving. It changes from 16 to 17. So I will put a finger on the thermistor and see what's gonna happen. The temperature is getting higher again.
Thank you my friends for watching this tutorial, and before you leave, feel free to like, subscribe or leave a comment below, and see you in the next video.